Hi, and welcome to A1R Psychic Radio. Wherever you are today, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm May from Intuitive Readings. I'm a psychic and medium, and each week I deliver some insight into some spiritual topics, do a little bit of tarot, readings for listeners, a bit of everything really. And today I thought I'd start with a timeless reading. So this is a reading for the collective. Whenever you're hearing this is when it's intended for you. So Spirit brings these messages to you at this time. Now, if it resonates, wonderful, but if it doesn't, please leave it behind. Now, I'm going to pull three cards, one representing past, one representing the present, and one for the future. Okay, so in the past position, we have the Hierophant. So what this tells me straight away is that for some of you, you're coming from a place where you've been in conflict with traditional systems. So whether that is religion, family expectations, or even just that inner programming passed down generationally. Okay, so there may have been a sense of being judged or misunderstood, like you were pushing against a structure that expected you to act or behave in a certain way to fit a mold. You may have also questioned beliefs that you once held dear, okay, or walked away from something that felt safe, okay? And so this is showing up in the past position. So I do feel like you have walked away from this position, okay? And it tells me that you have been really brave. You've engaged in a really brave task of unlearning and deconstructing and essentially just reclaiming your own truth. Okay, so this is amazing. This is about all your growth. So now you have reclaimed your truth, and that takes a lot of courage. Okay, so in the present moment, I am getting the Six of Wands here, and what this indicates to me, this energy means like it's a wow energy. This energy means there's victory, there's been recognition, the feeling of being proud of how far you've come, okay? And you should. You deserve that, especially coming from the Hierophant, okay? This was a big deal. This is a major arcana card, okay? With that one as well, I did actually have a jumping card. The Three of Pentacles jumped up as well. And it wants your attention as a clarifier. And what that tells me is that your efforts haven't gone unnoticed, okay? People have noticed what you're doing. And in fact, there is a suggestion here as well that this was a collaborative effort or project. And Spirit is telling me as well, it's important not to forget the ones that have helped you get to this point, okay? That might be individuals, or that just might be communities of people that have welcomed you or that have been open to understanding and that vibe with you, that are on your level, okay? People that have helped you along the way. So whether it's in your personal life, your spiritual journey, your job, there's a real sense of progress and acknowledgement here. So you've stepped up and people are starting to see that and see your light, okay? But this doesn't happen in isolation. You've either, collaborated with others, found your soul team, or learned how to work in harmony with others. So, and with the universe. So this is a moment of public and private validation. It's kind of that sweet spot about being seen and knowing your worth from within, okay? So celebrate that. You've earned that. And what's coming in for the future, and this is exciting, dum, dum, dum. So the Chariot card, okay? So looking ahead, we have the Chariot. This is really powerful forward motion, okay? Focus, we think alignment, victory over opposing forces, okay? So in the near future, you're going to be moving with really, it's clear intention, okay? So the Chariot reminds us that success doesn't come from just coasting along, all right? It does come from taking a moment to choose a direction. So choosing that direction and just staying aligned with that, and a lot of determination there, okay? And that's even when the road might be bumpy, okay, is having to sort of know where you're going and getting through that. So you're being called now to take the reins of your own life. Trust yourself, because you've already proven that you can break away from limiting beliefs. You've done that. That's what this Hierophant was about. And you've moved away from that. Six of Wands, okay? You're in a place now where you can stand back and you can be you should be really proud of yourself for getting to where you are now. So, yeah, you've really proven that you can do that. So, whatever you're dreaming of, it's not just possible, it is absolutely in motion. So, that is an amazing card. And I just want to find out a little bit more about the future as well for you, when that might be coming in and what that might look like. I might just see, you know what, I might just ask Spirit how what you can do to bring that into fruition sooner. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so here we have the Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Swords is telling me strategy is going to be your best friend here. Okay, so you need to take steps that are going to really strategic steps toward this goal in order to progress things at a speed to get there when you want to get there. Okay, so we do have so this Seven of Swords, you can see a gentleman moving away from camp here, and he's carrying the swords with him. Interestingly, though, he's not taking all of the swords. He's just taking some of the swords. And the story behind this is that he's going back to his army and he just doesn't have as many men. And so rather than trying to win the war, he's trying to, I suppose, he's stealing swords so that they can't use them against him. So a different type of strategy. Okay, he hasn't taken all of them. So yeah, just something really to be mindful there, that if you're wanting to move faster with the Chariot here, we really need to be strategic in that thinking and do a bit of planning on that too. Okay, I might jump to a caller. I can see I have Laurie in Pennsylvania. How are you going, Laurie?
Oh, wonderful. How are you?
Yeah, I'm well, thank you. Do you have a question for Spirit today?
Uh, hmm.
Or are you
I'm
just
going
open
through
to something
my,
coming through?
I'm going through a spiritual journey in a sense, and I'm trying to get some clarity, I guess. Maybe you can help me with that.
Absolutely. Let me see what's coming in for you now. Interesting. So you've actually got the Tower cards come straight up. So I know straight away that this has kind of turned your world upside down. Okay. So the people are falling from the Tower here, but that's not a bad thing. I don't think of this as a bad card at all. I actually think of the Tower as it's almost like something that has to happen for something else to happen. So it is a blessing in disguise for you. Okay. Spirit is making me
Mm-hmm.
aware of people in your circles as well. I suppose not being aligned with or learning at the same rate, I suppose is how I'm going to phrase this. And and the way this is being shown to me, it's almost, and I feel as though it is someone quite close to you who's just not, who doesn't understand. And what Spirit's asking you to consider there is just it's just not their time to understand. So and to be understanding of that, because I am being made aware of, I suppose, a little bit of judgment on that part as well, which could be a bit uncomfortable for you. And just to
Mm-hmm.
be mindful and patient of that as well. And I just want to see,
Okay.
would you like me to see what's coming in short term future for you in this space?
Yes, please.
Interesting. Okay. So you did get the Six of Cups here, which is the card of friendship. And I do feel as though there is going to be some collaboration and some meetings with other people. So it's almost as though you are going to be opening yourself up to a community of other people that you are going to meet. And there will be friendships blossoming from this, because Spirit is, and this is the second card that at time that Spirit's mentioned this to me, but it's almost as though you're still looking for your people in this space. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And Spirit is making me aware they are coming in. So it is a really interesting space. And this is something that I was actually thinking of just this morning. So probably catching that energetic thread from you this morning. But you can meet some really interesting people on their spiritual journeys, and people are at different stages. And even for
Mm-hmm.
me, even as a practicing psychic medium, I do have the odd client that is just on a completely different level to me. And sometimes communicates in a language that I just don't understand, and has had experiences that I don't understand as well. And that is really just that's just part and parcel of all of this. We're always going to have people at different levels. And, I'd like to think it's not our job to sort of expedite their experience. They'll experience things as and when they need to, in line with their soul's intention. So
Right.
there's no need
Mm-hmm.
to sort of preach to people, I suppose, but there is a need to be patient in that space and to come from a place of understanding always. But Spirit would like you to know that there are people that are on your level that you are going to be able to communicate with, and they are coming in very soon for you. I do get August coming up as a time of importance as well in your future there, and I do feel as though that's going to be. I do feel as though that is when you are going to be able to look back and say, okay, look who I've met along the way, because there are going to be some interesting people that you are going to meet in this space. I'm going to pull another card now and just ask Spirit what it is that you can do for yourself at the moment as well. Oh, wow. Okay, so I've just pulled the World as well. This is about completion, achievement, and wholeness. And this is a real celebration for you. Okay, so it's almost Spirit is asking you to pat yourself on the back because you've come a really long way. And they have said that you've done a lot of work on yourself as well. And I am being made aware of a lot of study, a lot of study. So they've just showed some pages to me. So it's almost as though you've been reading up and you've been studying and trying to understand things a lot more. And Spirit would like to congratulate you for that, because that's, absolutely excellent. And they would like you to keep doing that as well.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so that is all excellent things coming in for you.
A lot of clarity, believe me. Wow.
Wonderful.
Awesome. I'm enjoying that reading so very much.
You're most welcome. Well, thank you so much for your energy, Laurie. And to all the listeners, thank you so much for tuning in. I am Nay Mary. You can connect with me at Nay Mary Intuitive Readings on Facebook or at intuitivereadings.com.au. Have a fabulous weekend and stay tuned for some other amazing light workers.